Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tapped Out the Pro Wrestling Working Hours, Theodore Long's episode. We are here. Theodore Long has given us this Fatal 4-Way match. We are about to see in Fatal 4-Way action this man, The Rock, the People's Champion, taking on Mankind, Bret the Hitman Hart, and the British Bulldog in a one-fall-to-a-finish Fatal 4-Way match. And whoever wins that is set to take on the winner of our main event here tonight, The Big Show, The Undertaker, and Shinsuke Nakamura. And folks, I cannot wait to see which man wins out of both matches and who we are going to see compete for a chance at the Workhorse Championship. I'm also excited for the CM Punk and Booker T match. You all saw CM Punk earlier tonight say that he was not going to align yet again with Jim Cornette, but he was attacked by Owen Hart, that dastardly Jim Cornette. But folks, right here, right now, The Rock, the People's Champion, is looking to etch his name on the Workhorse Championship for the very first time, to be the first man to have his name on that championship. But he's not going to get it done if this man, making his way to the ring, has anything to say about it. Mankind, who even knows if this man is a man? I mean, he's definitely a psycho man, I can tell you that much. Folks, the lights may be on, but nobody is home. When Mankind enters that ring, it's a world of pain, and he's bringing us with him here tonight, as he is, of course, accompanied by, we all know, the Big Red Machine Kane, and we saw in Kane's qualifying match, which in fact he did lose at the hands of Bray Wyatt and his group attacked Kane and Mankind, but Kane here making his way, just waiting to be joined now by his friend Mankind. And I'm not quite sure what the Wyatt house wants to do with Kane and Mankind. I'm not sure what their intentions are, but hopefully they stay out of the way of this Workhorse Championship qualifier match. Well, you know, they didn't stay out of the way of Kane's, and Kane looks a little confused right now, folks. Where is Mankind? You know, usually he would have been making his way down the ramp by now, but his theme music is still playing, and he's not out here. Where is he? Where's Mankind? Wait a second! That's Bray Wyatt! Bray Wyatt and Brody Lee! They're beating down on Mankind backstage. You've got to be kidding me. Ruining yet another qualifying match. Man, Kane was just waiting for Mankind to make his way to the ring. And folks, now Kane. Wait a second, where is this cameraman going? You're a bit high there, bud. You're at the top of the tapped out zone. Where are we going here? Oh my God! That's that pig mask man! What is he doing at the top of the zone? At the top of the tapped out zone? What are you doing up there? No! Doing a flip from the top of the tapped out zone. This pig mask man, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And the lights went out. Folks, if things couldn't get any more strange, the lights have gone out. And I think we're back to normal now, hopefully, finally, as now we are about to see the excellence of execution, the next man to enter this match. But where's Mankind? He's still not out here. I guess we're just going to have a triple threat now? I don't know what's really going on here, folks. Well, anyways, I guess we're just going to get back to this match. And Bret the Hitman Hart, you know, he doesn't just fight, he executes. You know, there's a difference between the two. And this is one of those guys who doesn't fight for attention. He fights for perfection in that ring. He doesn't care about, you know, these fans' support as much as he does accept it and love it. He cares more about the way things look in the ring, the way the wrestling looks. You know, it's not about the story he tells with theatrics and over-the-top storylines. It's about what he can do in that ring. And what he's been able to do in that ring with this man, a member of Bret Hart's family. So you gotta believe this is a little bit controversial. The British Bulldog coming out here with that dastardly head is about to make his way to the ring. And this man, look at the size of him. The British Bulldog is not a man to mess with. Waving the Union Jack high and proud, this man has an entire nation that he fights with on his back when he steps into that ring. but he threw that all away for Jim Cornette and his Camp Cornette. I can't even believe the British Bulldog would do something like that. The second he signed his name on the dotted line, Jim Cornette came his way, and all he saw was the money. All he saw was the Benjamin. And take a look at Jim Cornette directing the British Bulldog to get in the ring here. And here we go! Starting this thing off explosively is the British Bulldog. The Bulldog is one of the most powerful men here in Tapped Out to Pro Wrestling. As now the Bulldog going for an Irish whip here on Bret Hart, but Bret Hart with a reversal up and over, but now Bulldog catches him. Down goes Bret Hart on his back. Bret Hart in a bad situation here, as now the Bulldog with a catapult over the top rope, sending Bret Hart crashing down to the floor, and not a pretty way. And that's not a very good way to start this match off if you're Bret the Hitman Hart, but The Rock able to catch the British Bulldog with that clothesline, catching the Bulldog off guard, and you gotta believe that's a hard thing to do. And now look at as The Rock is just dropping down these stomps on the British Bulldog's chest, just drilling him with these stomps one after another. The Rock now has the upper hand as he goes for this DDT, sending the British Bulldog crashing down on the top of his head. My God, Bret the Hitman Hart though back in the ring, and look at that Bulldog! Able to duck the clothesline of The Rock, and he gets caught with that Bulldog by the excellence of execution, and Bret the Hitman Hart with that backbreaker there. Man, Bret the Hitman Hart, he is just so fluent with these moves in the ring. And look at this, taking the leg out of the British Bulldog there. Taking that knee and just dropping it right on top of his own, and now kicking the leg and just wearing down these legs for, you gotta believe, the sharpshooter. Oh, now look at this. Bret Hart's got him. Oh, right down on that leg, and a second one. Just sitting himself down, all of the weight of Bret the Hitman Hart crashing on the kneecap. And now look at this suplex by Bret Hart, but no reversal. And oh, out of the ring yet again goes Bret, and down goes the British Bulldog with that signature spine buster of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And you know what comes next. Take a look here, the most electrifying move in all of sports entertainment and all of professional wrestling, the People's Elbow. But Bret Hart coming right back at him, but The Rock not even standing for it, especially after hitting a People's Elbow like that on the British Bulldog, and getting Bret Hart out of the way yet again is The Rock. And now The Rock just in the ring with the British Bulldog. And look at this rock bottom. This thing is hot and heavy. 1, 2. But Bret Hart was able to break it up. Beautiful save there by Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh my God, keeping this thing going, but not for long, as look, Bret the sharpshooter applied. Oh no, this is not good for the British Bulldog, and this is not good if you are The Rock, another man who is in this match who might just lose by Bret Hart putting the sharpshooter not even on The Rock. And look at this! Wait a second! Why did Jim Cornette hop up on the apron? What? Well anyway, Jim Cornette hopped up on the apron there, and as he was hopping up on the apron, The Rock was able to catch him with a punch, but that distracted him as the British Bulldog was tapping out to the sharpshooter and basically just gave Bret Hart this win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a little confusing. Did Jim Cornette mean to give Bret Hart the win, or was that unintentional? I'm confused. And I think The Rock is too, as look at this, they're about to fight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know what to say, folks. I'm confused. Bret the Hitman Hart has just won this match. He is the one that is going to be moving on to face the winner of our triple threat main event later tonight. But what is going on, folks? Well, I guess we're going to have to get some answers from Bret the Hitman Hart. I don't want to say anything, but is he working? Is he working with Jim Cornette? I don't want to accuse a man. I don't want to accuse Bret Hart here. But the British Bulldog, Owen Hart, some of his family are in this group. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, later tonight, like I said, the main event, The Undertaker, The Big Show, and Shinsuke Nakamura in triple threat action. The winner takes on Bret the Hitman Hart, who just won that triple threat that we just saw. And then, of course, Triple H taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin. And again, whoever wins that will also get a future opportunity at the Workhorse Championship. All of this and more up next.